A Delta Airlines flight from Minneapolis had a terrifying landing at Toronto Pearson International Airport on Monday, leaving 18 people injured. The plane, a CRJ-900 regional jet, ended up upside down on the runway after touching down in challenging weather conditions. The aircraft, which had 80 people on board, came to rest near the intersection of runway 23 and runway 15 after its 86-minute flight. The incident took place at around 2:13 p.m. just as the Delta plane was trying to land amidst high winds and freezing temperatures. These are weather conditions made worse by a weekend snowstorm that dumped more than 8 inches of snow at the airport. Despite a dry runway and no crosswind, the aircraft lost control, flipping onto its back and leaving passengers and crew in shock. Toronto Pearson Fire Chief Todd Aitken and Peel Regional Police Superintendent Wahid Butt addressed a press conference Monday night and said,
The crash is still under investigation and being led by the Transportation Safety Board. It's not appropriate for us to comment at this time. At this time, we believe all our emergency response went as planned. We will, however, be conducting a review. This is an active investigation. It's very early on. It's really important that we do not speculate. What we can say is the runway was dry and there was no crosswind conditions. We can now confirm that 18 injured passengers have been transported to the local area hospitals. We had one additional passenger recently transported to a hospital.
We assisted in today's response. We have secured the site and will continue to provide security and offer any assistance needed. We will also like to thank other GTA police services that are assisting us today. Thank you.
Among the 18 injured passengers, 3 are in critical condition, including a child, according to authorities. The rest of the passengers have been taken to nearby hospitals for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. Delta confirmed that 76 passengers and 4 crew members were on board the flight, which was operated by its Endeavour Air subsidiary. While the exact cause of the crash is still unknown, the incident has raised concerns about the high winds and the aftermath of the snowstorm. But despite the stressful situation, airport staff, first responders, and police worked tirelessly to ensure everyone's safety. As for the airport, Pearson is still feeling the effects of the crash. 2 runways were closed off for investigation, causing major delays and cancellations. Travelers at Toronto's busy airport faced a tense wait as flights were grounded, and the entire airport was on high alert as authorities secured the site. Passengers were left bracing for delays, especially with the adverse weather conditions continuing to impact flights.
I found that you were getting constant sayings on the intercom saying that there's a delay, etc., etc. But everything seemed to be very normal. That's what I found really odd. It was people were taking it in stride. Okay, everybody's expecting a delay, but it won't really affect us.
All right, so we're off to Fort Lauderdale at 4:55, but we've been delayed only a half an hour so far. When I was grabbing lunch, I hear people at the table behind me saying there was an accident at Pearson. What? And then someone at the end of the bar said, "Yeah, the plane flipped over." I'm like, "What?" And so we're hearing cancellations and airport closed and all this for the longest time. And then finally, when information starts flowing, we're hearing that we're only delayed and not canceled. So we were going through the whole gamut of where we're going to stay tonight. Are we leaving tomorrow morning? We got to catch a cruise, and we can't catch any port of call until the beginning of March. So we got to get on this boat, right? So, yeah.
Toronto Pearson had been struggling to recover from the weekend snowstorm, and now the aftermath of this crash only added to the airport's challenges. While the Transportation Safety Board takes the lead on the investigation, many questions remain about the incident. Delta, along with Canadian authorities, are working together to piece together the details. Meanwhile, airport operations remain disrupted, and travelers should expect further delays in the coming hours. Stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express for updates as more details emerge.